Welcome in. I am GpaSilverMane, and in this video I'm going to give you tons and tons of tips off the top of my head that I've learned in the first 24 hours and through other research methods for Awaken Chaos Era. Hopefully this will help you answer some of your questions that you might have and or give you some advice and tips to progress and be competitive. Hopefully it will just help you with your account. Before I do, if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. I'm headed for 1,000 subscribers, become a YouTube partner. I'm going to make tons and tons of content on this game itself, as well as to make content on other games like Marvel Strike Force, Disney Sorcerer's Arena, Raid Shadow Legends, stuff like that. I make tons and tons of mobile content, but mainly Chaos Awaken Era, or Awaken Chaos Era, and Marvel Strike Force will be my main focus. So definitely subscribe, thumbs it up if it helps you at all, helps the channel out, and that way YouTube knows to suggest it to people searching for this type of information. Also, comment down below if I missed anything. If you have any great tips that you want to add in, something maybe you can teach me as well. Or check out our Discord, where we have a great community that we're going to build and formulate for Awaken Chaos Era, where we can chat, socialize. We have a brag stand, everything like that. You can show off some of your amazing characters and things you're doing in-game. All right, let's dive in here, and I want to start at what I feel is the most important thing for tips. And it's always about the guild. We do have a guild here. It's a GPA quest. We are recruiting. And as people become inactive, we'll remove them and bring in new people. Best way to get into the guild and where I will recruit is on my Discord. So definitely check that out below and or in my video. So definitely subscribe. So tip number one is sign in every day. When you come into guild, it'll say signed in. You click on it. You get these rewards here. This is free loot. Gold, coins you can use in the shop, stuff to help the alliance, as well as your guild reward. This is going to help. Free is free is free. And all you got to do is click a button. It's helping your alliance and boosting your activity. You should be doing this. If you don't, your guild's probably going to kick you. It's also how you level up your guild and such. Guilds are huge, and there's several reasons here. This battle, you get 2 a day, so don't be afraid to use your battles. Get your 2 attacks in. Don't listen to this timer. I'm assuming this boss will change weekly or whenever this timer resets. For me, it'll be 4 days, 10 hours. I'm assuming weekly. I don't know what it started at. The game just globally launched. And it'll put your leaderboard over here and who all attacks. So if people aren't participating in this, you'll know. But the rewards and the loot and the gear and stuff that you get from here is some of the best gear in the game. So do what you can do, and you can get several rewards because it's like 200 damage for your first chest, 400 damage to get a second chest. You end up getting like 10 chests. See, he got to level 8, so he got 8 chests, or the level 8 chest rather. You just get tons and tons of loot. I still got to do my second attack, and I got plenty of time, so I'm building my characters a little bit stronger so I can get more damage and better rewards. Definitely make sure you're getting both attacks in every single day. Assist, I don't know what that is about there. Quests. Now this is another tip. Quests, these will passively accumulate, but you can also go in and actively try to do these things. And your guild is going to get this loot. Guilds are so important. Get into an active guild, and if it's not playing to your caliber of level where you're spending or you're playing your butt off and they're barely getting on and barely doing their dailies and stuff, get out of that guild and find a better one. This game is just kicking off, and you don't want to start off carrying people that aren't trying, or a casual guild where you're very competitive. Now, if you're a casual player, absolutely find a casual guild. Don't go into a competitive guild where they expect things and you can't meet those requirements. Info here, and that's the biggest part of that. Your leaders and stuff will send you guild mail for things that are important. Make sure you check your mailbox every day when you log in, so that way you can see updated information if they feel something's important and want to let you know. Also, I want to say this game is very, in my opinion, it's very free-to-play friendly. You don't have to spend, but when you do spend, the things are not very cost-intensive, and you get a really sensational amount of loot for your money. So another tip would be to purchase the Magic Pass. $9.99 a month. You're guaranteed a Legendary. This changes every time. And the Legendary comes halfway through the Battle Pass, actually, at level 30. So you get halfway through it. Bam, there you go. And then, or 50 is the highest. So, I mean, it's a little bit over halfway. But you're getting gold, gear, tons of loot, pumpkins to level your characters. This is how you summon them, as well as leveling jelly. It's just phenomenal battle pass. It's called the Magic Pass. Definitely check it out. I would recommend, if you're going to spend in this game, this would be one of the biggest tips. Buy this first. Now, the second thing that I would recommend spending on, absolutely, is a silver card for $5 and the gold card monthly for $15. That's $20. Plus your Magic Pass, that's $30 total a month, and that will get you set up to be very, very competitive in this game. More silver or more experience from battles and more gold from battles. That's huge. You're leveling faster, you're buying more stuff, you're richer, you have more gold, etc. Those are the 3 things that are most important. Any other expenditures, totally on you. Totally up to you, rather. But those are the 3 things that I would recommend first, because there's no better value in my personal opinion. There are some offers where you can get a guaranteed legendary for $30 and such. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's touch on some other tips, tricks, and ideas. Definitely do this survey. It's going to give you diamonds, I do believe. Yeah, diamonds and a pumpkin. Might as well do the survey. It's free loot. First thing you're going to want to do every day when you log in is your daily quest. And these are time sensitive. They reset and it tells you when it's going to reset. Make sure you go in here and you get this completed so you get all your rewards on the side. And you will actually have one left. I had this one left today, but you get points per which one you do. So you might have different ones depending on which ones you focus. You're getting 2 stars, 1 star, but you need these stars over here to unlock the next tier. So 1 star, 2 stars, 2, you get what I'm saying? And the final one you'll need 3 stars. So you have to do several missions to get the final reward. But it's huge free loot. You also have weekly quests which will accumulate. You might want to focus these a little bit, especially when the timer's running down. Like the last 2 days, go in here and make sure you're actually getting them completed. Achievements are passive. You'll get tons of loot from it as well. Foodies campaign. You're first going to want to go when you start in the game. Adventure. Enjoy the story. I highly recommend. That's my biggest tip, is have fun and enjoy the story. But as you're playing, you're going to want to play up to chapter 2.8. And the reason for that being is that chapter 2.8, I do believe, or when you beat chapter 2 rather, I would just play through it all and beat chapter 2. Yeah, 2.8's the, looks like the end here. You're going to want to, you'll get this free summons. I don't know what they call it, but they give you 5 groups of 5 characters, and like one will have a legendary and 4 elites, one will have 2 epics and 3 elites, and another one will have a legendary, and then, you know what I mean, it's just a mix of 5 characters, and you can actually pick out which pack you want to start with, and it'll give you all 5 of those characters. Me personally, on this account, my main account here, I chose to go with 2 epics over 1 legendary, and the legendaries are great, but there's a lot of them that you can get later in game, and I don't know which ones that is. I haven't researched it. As well as I wanted the dwarves. Dwarves are my favorite thing, and I was going to go for it, and it gave me 2 epics. So I went with the dwarf epic. Another thing is down here in your corner chapters, each one you can claim these. And don't worry if you missed them. You can go back and grab them from each chapter. As you just seen, I just did for chapter 2. You also get to go in here, and you can do it all on hard mode and such, but don't forget to grab those, because as you beat it, I think it's like every 3 levels you get one of those rewards, and when you completely beat the chapter, you get the rewards in the bottom corner. So definitely make sure you're doing that. Now this here is Covenants. These are characters you can unlock through doing their achievements. So currently I'm working on her. Like him, I have him done. I can grab this. And this guy is sensational. He's a healer. He will pair well with your Evelyn and your Zachary. Zachary gets to attack when Evelyn has she does a bonus attack, and she does a bonus attack when she has a positive effect. Well, this guy gives her a positive effect for 2 turns, attack up for 2 turns. So she will hit, do a bonus attack, then Zachary will go. So that's actually a 3-tap combo with offense up on all characters, doing massive amounts of damage while he's also healing. That is an awesome starting team, and I would recommend those 3 characters to be your main focus until you maybe get some other polls and better understand it. Now, if you're coming in as a gacha player or a gacha game player, and you're very experienced and you have a little bit of this for yourself, you understand that. Another huge tip when building your team, and I'll go over here to heroes, and I want to show you, this is the character I chose because he's a dwarf. Rickard, he hits really hard. He's a dwarf. I don't care if he's the worst character in the game. I would have chose this because he's a dwarf. And there's not many good dwarves in other games out there. There's a lot of games that don't even offer dwarves as a faction, which I find to be ridiculous because it's my favorite faction. I want to play them and I love them. But I got him and I got Edicris. And reading through his kit, he really worries about himself. He doesn't help the team a whole lot. He doesn't AoE. Just not that great of a character. I really like the cosmetics or the artwork of him, the aesthetics, or I don't know what they call it. I really enjoyed it. And it turns out he's just not that great at this point, so I'm going to back burner him. And Kane here, they give you this guy starting out in the game, right? He's phenomenal. Don't worry, take him to 60. He's the leader of the bear tribe in the beast lands, or the beast, I can't remember what the story called them, but they're beast clans, essentially. There's bears, there's minotaurs, there's all sorts of great creatures and such. There's ratmen, there's all kinds of stuff, right? Wolfmen. He's the leader of the bears. Awesome, awesome character. Applies defense down. Single target damage. Just a great all-around character. Don't be afraid to invest into him and utilize him early on as your 4th with Zachary. Evelyn. And like I said, with Evelyn on her abilities, I was telling you the best team probably starting out. This character attack increase end of turn every time. So she's going to get a 25% attack if the battle goes on for a long amount of time, which is quite sensational considering she's going to be double tapping. Deals 60% damage with a 50% chance to launch a bonus basic ability attack. Guaranteed cross strike if the enemy has defense down, which that, like I just told you, the bear guy is going to apply defense down on his first turn, and she's going to whammy him, right? Now, let me see here. Applies defense down for 2 turns. She can also do it herself, I guess. It's something to think about. But this will eventually be 100%. And her max attack will increase. Where is it on this one? I believe this will go up. It's a 50% chance to launch a bonus attack. Let me see Zachary here. His details. And I want to show you how they mesh together here. Deals 50% damage to all enemies upon a team member's bonus attack. So he's actually going to AoE on everybody when they get a bonus attack. So he's going to pair well with Evelyn. You get them both for free. He does lots and lots of damage, right? And now I believe he has another skill here too. I want to look. Allies attack, but any number of times upon this character's attack. So essentially, I think that would pair well with Evelyn if she does get that bonus attack. And that's why I say go Zachary, Evelyn, Kane, because he's going to go with the defense down, and she got a 50% chance when attack somebody with defense down. I guess you don't need him because she can apply it herself, but why not get the defense down off him, then go straight into that move, hopefully bonus attacking type of deal. All that good stuff. I think those two, Zachary and him, will be great, and you can throw in a fourth of your choosing. I also want to recommend as a tip here, Marion, if you get this, read the details because they give you a trade ability over here on the side, and this is a lifesteal. 15% lifesteal means essentially you're getting 15% of the damage your character deals as a heal, and she gives that to every character in the group. So I'm running her simply for the lifesteal, but she's also a great character by herself. So look for their traits. And another thing, they put their passive abilities sometimes right here where the special is supposed to go. So you're going to want to check all 3 of these. Don't assume these are all 3 attack abilities. Usually your passive is on the side, but it's not on every character in this, which is really, really weird, right? I thought anyway. Let me see if I can find it here so I can show you. Special. Where's the character I use that has it? Passive. Yeah, I don't know where it is, guys. Sorry. But there's a passive ability right here in the second slot. And I don't know why that is. It's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? That they would put the passive ability there. But that's a team I'd recommend, those 3. Connor, you get him early on, as you can see. Evelyn, you get it right at the beginning. And then Kane, they give you early on as well. Those 3 together with a 4th. And then you can plug and play as you need. And I would follow the rule of thumb where, ask yourself, what is this character going to do for my main team, my arena team, my raid team? If they're not going to improve it, don't get them. Don't level them. Put them in the back burner. If it's somebody you just like because they look amazing, you enjoy their kit, or you might find use somewhere else for them, you know, level them as you choose. I'm just, you know what I mean? When leveling a champion early on, especially free to play, I would minimize your just going willy-nilly type of deal. Now, here in the shop, anything, I want to talk about the diamond shop personally here for tips. $5 for 300 diamonds. You get a lot of offers for $4.99 that give you 500 diamonds, tons of energy, tons of summons for $5. Obviously, you're getting way more diamonds. You're also getting tons of other loot. So I'd focus those instead of actually just out and out buying diamonds. Now, bear this in mind. The first time you buy any of these packs, you're getting ×2. So for $5, you're going to get 600 diamonds. $10, you're getting 1,200. Right here for $100, you're getting 12,000 diamonds. First purchase ×2. And it works on each and every single one of these. So if you're a heavy spender, definitely take advantage of that. I'm not going to personally. Maybe someday I'll have to buy some of the smaller ones, but you get enough diamonds, it would seem, passively through the raid cards, which give you passive diamonds. I will show you this here. The gold card itself gives you 1,000 up front and 300 daily for a month, and this silver card gives you 300 up front and 100 daily, I believe, diamonds. So you're getting 400 diamonds daily, plus you're getting like 1,300 up front, which is huge income. So I don't know that you need to buy diamonds any more than that. Unless you're just a Waller Kraken and you just want to go all out heavy spending, absolutely feel free. Now in Arena, I want to talk about this because they accumulate over time. I think it's 1 per hour, and they refresh. They don't ever fill up. You don't get 10 a day. You get 1 every hour. So you can be doing 24 attacks a day. And if you're not spending them and it's setting at full, you're actually losing positions and you will fall back. It will go up and down, up and down, up and down, and such. All right, so definitely be using them. Never stay at full, as well as this glory path. And this is an awesome thing for free-to-play players. You don't have to beat the best people in Arena to get loot. You're actually going to continue to get this loot as you gain points. And you gain points by winning, yes. But if you win 3 fights, at 3 fights you get a bonus 10 points, plus you get 15 points per win on average. So you're getting the 10 at that, and then at 5 wins in a row, you're getting another 25 bonus points. And that's going to your glory path where you get your loot. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be in the top 10 or the top 100 to get a payout. I do believe there is a payout here for the ranking system. Tier season rankings, tier rewards. So this is where it will be. It depends on which thing you're in, which bronze, silver. You get what I'm saying there. Now this is the payout overall ranking reward for the season. Current Realm 27 season ends in a month. So it's once a month you're going to get this huge payout, which is awesome. They take the cheating aspect and make it not so important to where maybe people are only going to cheat that one time a month to get that 500 gems. But as a free-to-play, you can make this very competitive and or enjoy it because you can always beat somebody, right? You can refresh it till you can find somebody to beat. And that's the awesome, awesome part. Now, bear in mind when you refresh, it takes away your win streak, so you're going to lose the chance of getting a 3 and a 5 win streak. So that's just something to bear in mind. I at least try to get the 3 win streak for sure. Now I want to talk about heroes. In this game, it's better than Raid Shadow Legends and many other games because if your 4 champions you're using in campaign to farm up XP and all that gear and stuff, the experience they regularly get because they're at max level turns into XP jelly at 100% conversion rate. So take the 4 characters you're using at any time and make sure you're leveling them to full. Okay? Quite literally, if they're full, any XP they would have got will turn into XP jelly, which I'm going to show you right here. And it'll just keep accumulating forever. And you can use it later on characters that actually need it. So you're not losing any experience, and that is huge. Okay, so make sure you're taking your 4 characters up. Another huge tip here is refreshing energy. Don't worry about it because most games you can only get 3 or 4 refreshes a day, right? Here it's 50 crystals for 50 times. After like 3 or 4 refreshes in most games, it goes up to 100, then 200. So it makes you spend more money and more diamonds. In this game, it's 50 per refresh. I haven't seen it increase, and I've done it 6 times. So that's awesome. It's like Raid Shadow Legends where it never increases. You just buy as much energy as you want, and you can do boost or bulk advancement to your account. It's quite wonderful. Now, another tip, watch your events. Make sure you're paying attention to events. You're going to get a free, awesome, epic character at 2 stars, as well as tons and tons of loot. Pay attention to that. It's a huge, huge tip, as well as go in here and make sure you're checking your event calendar. Now, as you can see, after Monday, there is nothing going on, but I'm sure they're going to add stuff, right? Because it is Wednesday, so this is going to be going till Saturday. And other things might drop in, but currently this is the event calendar. So you can kind of plan ahead when to spend your energy or go collect gear, when it's going to pertain to events, so you can get bonus free resources, okay? As a free-to-play player, you're going to utilize these events. Now, this is a milestone one, and I believe it's the really, really friendly hero promotion, so just for promoting them. And after you reach the max, I think it actually gives you more goodies, and this is just for promotions. I'm going to max that out eventually here. Get what you can get, but you know what I mean, this shouldn't be your main focus. I'd focus on your characters and stuff. Play what you can play. Another huge thing here is in tips, or tips rather, you can go to each character when you unlock them, and you go to their bio and you get these gems. And then when you ascend them or increase their power and stuff, this is freebies, right? Tons and tons of amazing free diamonds, loot, etc. And you see all these dots that I haven't collected because I haven't grabbed the diamonds. I haven't been able to spend my energy. Tons and tons of stuff to do. Let's go ahead and grab this. I think they gave this 4-star set for free. So this is wonderful. I don't know where I'm equipped it yet. And I'm just saving these. Another thing I would say is don't go willy-nilly summoning. Because there will be a summoning event. I can almost guarantee you to get people to buy summoning shards or diamonds to do summonings. It's almost guaranteed. Right here's your little dragon that you get. Balya. And this is how you summon. This is the mercy system. It's wonderful. It tells you on the screen what you got. Every time you don't get a legendary and you try one summon, it's going to add 1%. So more than likely you're going to get a legendary around 25 to 40 pulls would be my guess. If you have terrible RNG, you will be guaranteed 1 legendary every 100 pulls, which is phenomenal. As well as they show you right here on the screen where you're at currently type of deal. I think that's phenomenal. As you can see, I got plenty of stuff here. In most games, 10 pulls are the best way to go. You get better luck. But I've heard in other videos where single pulls are doing really phenomenal for people. It is all RNG. Now, this is something else to think about. You get tons of these currencies from the Mega Pass, or the Magic Pass rather, and this is how you summon here. But this shows you off the characters that are focused, ends in 12 days, and it will change. Let me see if it'll actually show me the list here. Not in that one. So here's the current hero pool. And it's actually supposed to show you the next hero pull. So if you want to decide to save for the next time. So if you're focusing one of these legendaries, you'd want to spend your currency now. But if you're not liking a lot of these characters and you look at the next one, there's a few that you do, you'd want to save your stuff for the next limited summoning calendar, essentially. But I would just say don't use these unless you absolutely have to. Focus on the characters they give you because they're going to get you more than far enough. Now, if you're spending, you probably don't have to worry about that as much. This is one of the biggest things when you're starting out. Follow this. A lot of these are not retroactive. Besides that, they will give you some of the best loot and help you progress through this game, especially free to play and or as a spender. It gives you stuff you need to be competitive and move forward. Now, you're going to have to do things here like inlay one glyph. And like I said, if I inlay a glyph now, but I haven't beat this one, I still have to go and do another glyph and inlay it to get this completion. There are some that are retroactive where they will like join the guild. You've already done that. So when you hit this, it's going to say join a guild. Well, you're already in one. Bam, you get that reward, right? Or if it says like own something, like own 5 items, 4-star plus legendary gear. If you own it, you're going to get this reward when you get to it. But a lot of these you have to go and actually like clear bounty stage 10. You actually have to go in and do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's something to pay attention. And the rewards here are quite sensational. Ancient Summoning Crystal, Epic or Legendary. But if you look here, 1,000 diamonds, stage 3, you're guaranteed a legendary. Summon a random legendary. So you're going to want to be working towards this. It's going to take a while to get through, but eventually you're going to get that legendary. It's guaranteed legendary, and that's quite wonderful. Friends list, this is huge. Now, if you're a new player, free to play, you're level 10, level 5, level 7, you're going to want to go in here and hit search. Now, if you can find people that are level 20, 30, 60, you're going to want to try to friend them. More than likely, they're not going to accept, but if they do, you get to use their hero. Right here, I'd get to use this hero 3 times a day. And this one hero will one-shot all the content you need to get through to progress your account. Now, maybe don't be toxic that way, but, you know, if you have friends in your guild that are higher level, friend them type of deal. You can always try. And definitely accept friend requests when they pop up from people that are way stronger than you if you have openings. Because that way, they're active, they're strong, and you can use their champion 3 times a day. And you can do that with each friend. And I think you can have up to 50 friends, essentially. And that will help you progress a lot free to play using their champions. Also, you can get a legendary right here just from doing these, you know what I mean, working through these and stuff, and then beating her. And she's quite wonderful, okay? Quite honestly. Dungeons, this is where you're going to farm for, this is just a tower climber, my bad. No Man's Land, you're going to farm these to level up your light characters, your water characters, your woods, grass, wilds characters, your fire characters, your dark characters. And it's on a rotation daily, it looks like. And you're going to want to go in and farm with the character stones you need. It'll actually give you this currency here. Boom, 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 boom. And this is used to increase their abilities. And it takes quite a few, honestly. But it's like Legendary Tomes and Raid, Shadow Legends. At least they allow us to farm these here so you're not stuck behind paying. Arcane Dominators, where you get gear. And it shows you your gear sets down here at the bottom. So you can pick which one you actually want to focus on for which characters need them. You have to clear certain adventure, like campaign chapters, essentially, to unlock them. But eventually they'll all be unlocked and you can get the cream of the crop. Go and pick what you want when you want and farm it up. At any star level, as long as you can beat the content. Void Tower, locked. Okay, so I'm assuming this is normal, hard, nightmare type of tower. But you get reward payouts and stuff. It's quite wonderful. Bounty Hunter. You get 5 a day. Let me see here. Yeah, victories in the bounty game, 5 warrants will be replenished every day. So, unlike Arena, you can only do 5 a day. Make sure you're trying to get your 5 in. I don't know if you can get rewards twice. Like this says gold here. I'm assuming you can get gold. Say you can't beat the next level, at least get that gold, right? Or that currency. Otherwise, you can get some awesome, awesome loot in here. As you can see, champions, all that good stuff. And it only gets harder. It's fun. It's just tons and tons of content. So make sure you're utilizing that. Like those 5 attacks. Make sure you're staying on top of your arena, not letting it fill up. Don't let your energy be full either. I actually want to see something. So I'm at 898. I want to see if this gives me 80 plus 120 energy. So it's going to give you the 120 even if you're 80 energy. So don't be afraid there. Plus 50 energy for these coupons. So these coupons aren't as good as 50 gems. So that's awkward. You have to figure out the pricing stuff there so that way you can decide if you should be buying something and or not. Alter. Hero Synthesis. Now this is where you can also get legendaries. And it's from getting these characters to 5-star, level 50 at certain points. And you can tribute them all to get this one character, right? And these are some of the characters you can get. And they're quite wonderful. This is the one I'm going to focus first. as soon as I possibly can. I already got Evelyn. I don't know that I'd throw my Evelyn in yet, but maybe someday so I can get him. Dwarves are my focus. Now, banishment is where you can actually turn these guys into currency, and it's used to spend in the shop. You banish them, you lose them essentially, and you get summoning crystals in the market. So you can go over to the market and check out the market and stuff for the shop, which is where you're going to be spending that stuff. Limited shop. I don't know on a lot of stuff. You got to make your own personal judgments, what you feel is of value, but these two, in my opinion, are so worth it. See how you're getting 400 daily, as well as your, and it only says 7 days because I'm on a free trial, but it actually is over 30 days. So they give it to you for 7 days for free. So go and utilize it if nothing else. Get that 300 and the 100 free for 6 days and then drop it, right? I would definitely utilize that. I would highly recommend spending on these, though, if you are a spender. Diamond shop, recommended pack. No, I don't want to look at any of that. So I don't know where the market is at the moment for that part of it, but definitely check it out. Now, I'm sure I've missed tons of stuff trying to explain these tips and tricks here, giving my advice, but definitely comment down below if there's anything I missed. Also, go up here and set up your character, your support here, so your allies and your friends can use this character. Even if they don't need it, throw one in so that way somebody might be able to get use out of it, right? If they don't have that character or access to their kit and it might help for certain content, definitely it's just good to have it there. And show off some of your characters, man. Have pride in your account. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool part. This is also showing the team I used to beat Roaring Tulpa Stage 3. The hardest one I beat, what I used, how I did it. And it does that for all these things. It's quite sensational. So floor 6 is what I'm on right now, and this is the team I'm using. This game is quite sensational. I hope to see you all in game and or among my community. Much love, stay healthy, and I hope to see you around.